Is this? Oh my gosh.
The actual name of that, right?
Jules? Jules?
Yeah,
Jules?
Jane, what's up, babe?
I can't get in here to vote.
What are you trying to do?
I am trying to vote for the best athlete this week, and it's not loading.
We nominated your son. That's your son.
My son? How do I go in to vote for him? This isn't working.
Oh, okay, let me make a phone call.
Right now, please.
You got it, I'm on it. Well, what'll happen if she can't get online and vote? Oh, you better believe she'll freak. That ain't no kind of answer. But I don't know, you tell me. How much? How little? I think you have to appreciate what an explosive element this Bonnie situation is. Now, if this woman, if she can't get online and vote for her son, there's no telling what she'll do. I grasp that, Jules. I'm just contemplating the ifs. I don't want to hear about any ifs. All I want to hear from you is, you ain't got no problem, Jules. I'm on it. Go back in there, chill that mother out, and wait for the cavalry, which will be coming directly. You ain't got no problem, Jules. I'm on it. Go back in there and chill that mother out, and wait for the wolf, who should be arriving directly. You sending the wolf? You feel better? Oh, brother, that's all you had to say. Hello, I am Brian Carpenter, sports editor of the Meriden Record Journal, and welcome back to the Record Journal Athletes of the Week contest, week 5 of the winter season 5, the King Kong Bundy / Marcellus Wallace edition of Athletes of the Week. You may have noticed my intro is a little different today. That's because Spencer, that's you, he took my good morning, good afternoon, good evening thing when he did a great little cameo at the highlight show on Friday night, but he stole it, so I got to move on to something else. Spencer, it's all yours, buddy. And while I think of my new intro, we are going to bring you the interviews of our winners from week 4. First up, the girls from Sheehan High School, Miss Kyra Connolly.
We're here at Sheehan High School with our female athlete of the week, a familiar face, Kyra Connolly. Kyra has been a star here at Sheehan, first field hockey, and now at track. Kyra, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you're having a huge track season, high jump and pole vault. Tell me about, how the season's been going.
So it's been really different being the oldest now and not having anyone really above me and kind of taking a leadership position. But it's definitely feels good getting all the accomplishments, getting first place and stuff like that. It's a big deal.
Tell me about the craziness of these events, doing them at the same time, going back and forth. What's that like being at a track meet and doing that?
Yeah, so indoor track meets are really crazy because there's so many teams all in the same spot. And like I have an event here, event there, and you got to run back and forth. You have like 10 minutes or they'll like skip you. So it's a lot of stress, but it's really fun at the same time.
What are your goals, would you say, for the rest of the year?
Just to keep improving myself. We have states coming up this weekend and then hopefully make it to state opens for both my events after that.
Thank you, Kyra, for taking time to speak with Shawnee and Spence the other day. Looking forward to see what Kyra and the Lady Titans do at the Class M State Championship meet on Saturday in New Haven. All the indoor track class championships are this weekend. We'll be there. We'll be on it. In the meantime, we bring you our boys winner from week 4. He was from Lyman Hall Hockey, the Lyman Hall Co-op, Mr. TJ Arduini.
We're here at Lyman Hall High School on a beautiful day. We're here with our male athlete of the week, TJ Arduini. He's a junior forward. TJ, congratulations on being athlete of the week.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you guys are off to a great season this year. 11-3, number 2 in Division III. What's it been like being a part of this team this year?
It's obviously really special. We've had some tough years in the past, so to have the season that we're having so far with a great group of guys, it means a lot to us.
Yeah, and you guys have had some big wins, big performances lately. Tell me about the Sheehan game. You guys win 3-0. You have a big goal in that game. Tell me about that.
It was a big game going in. Everyone was really fired up for it and played really well, played a full game of hockey and came out with a big win. The crowd was into it, so really fun night.
And you guys have so much offensive firepower. What's it like being a part of a team that can score so many goals?
It's obviously unbelievable. With Kyle and Matt, they're doing a lot of work for us right now, and it's amazing to watch them play and put up the points that they are.
Thank you, TJ, for speaking with us, Sean and Spence. I'm sure TJ and the Trojans are in a good mood here. They just beat Newtown like 95-1 on Monday night. Actually, it was 8-1. Lyman Hall getting back on the winning track after a tough loss Saturday night to North Branford. We're looking forward to seeing the Trojans and the Titans in the postseason. That is for sure. All right, in the meantime, we're going to bring you our Week 5 girls nominees. And just a quick thank you, of course, while we're on the topic of our favorite girls, to Miss Jamie Giannini. She was the woman you saw in the cold opening to this week's show. She was gung-ho to do it, man. Didn't have to ask her twice, man. Didn't even have to coach her. She sat down and nailed her lines, one take. Jamie, we're going to dial your number once more. You can believe that. All right, here are the 3 girls whose numbers we are dialing this week. Our girls nominees, Week 5. We're going to start. We just left you at Lyman Hall with TJ. We're going back to Lyman Hall. Miss Hailey Bruno, Lyman Hall girls basketball. You know, a couple weeks ago, Lyman Hall suffered a 38-31 loss to Rocky Hill. And at the time, it was their 6th straight loss. They're like 2-8, just floundering around. Well, since then, Hailey Bruno and the Trojans have gone 5-2, getting back into the playoff hunt there. They're 7-10 as I speak here. We're filming on Tuesday. Hailey's been a big part of that, averaging 10 points in that 7-game span, including 17 she had Saturday night in East Haven. Hailey Bruno, glad to have you aboard as girls nominee number 1 in Week 5. Our second nominee, we're going to stay on the hardwood. We're going over to the west side of Meriden to Platt High School and senior captain, Miss Julia Meisner. Julia, you've been on our radar screen for a while. Julia with 11 points Monday up in Bloomfield has now scored in double figures in 4 straight games, averaging 15 in that span. She had 19 Friday night in a win over Bristol Central, hit 5 threes. Keep it cooking, Julia. For now, you are girls nominee number 2 in Week 5. Third, final girls nominee. Again, it's a girls basketball player. Who could it be? We're over in Southington with this girl. She's only a sophomore, Miss Kelley Marshall, 5'11" front court player. She leads the Blue Knights in scoring, 9.8. She leads them in rebounding, 7.8. And also in block shots, get that out of here, with 18 so far on the season. Southington's at home tonight against Ram. I'm talking to you on Tuesday. I know it's going to be yesterday by the time you saw it. Pretend you didn't cross the international date line. Kelley Marshall and the Blue Knights looking to get in the postseason. She is girls nominee number 3 in Week 5. All right, I'm going to go plowing right on ahead. Spence, we're not even stopping for halftime. We don't have Maroon 5 here. We don't have a halftime show. We're plowing straight ahead. We don't need a halftime show. We've got 3 good boys nominees, 2 basketball players, and a swimmer. We're going to start with the swimmer. He is from Sheehan High School, Mr. Adam DiDomenico. And I got to say to Coach Keith Cargan and his boys, it was a hard time picking somebody from your team this week. Guys that are looking to defend their SEC Division II title. They've been winning some meets. They beat Hamden, won down in West Haven on Monday. Andrew Bueller's doing his thing on the diving board. Joey Zelner is winning just about every race he's in. And so is Adam. Adam, you're doing great, man. He has won the 100 backstroke, 2 meets running. He also won the 200 free against Hamden, 200 IM against West Haven, and across the span of those 2 meets, swam on a first-place relay in all 3 relays. Medley, 200 free, 400 free. Adam, you're my guy this week. Adam DiDomenico, boys nominee number 1 from Sheehan Swimming. All right, we're going to basketball. We're coming back up here to the Silver City. Both Meriden teams are starting to get after it a little bit. Platt is 10-6. Maloney is 9-7. They've won a bunch in a row. They won big on Monday night against Rocky Hill. If you remember, a couple weeks back, Vincent Martinez was our nominee, and he won. Will his teammate follow suit? He is Mr. Anthony Forbes, the big man, 6'7". You know, he started the season with a bunch of big double-doubles, monstrous double-doubles. He's getting back in the groove. He had 9 points and 15 rebounds on Friday night against Bristol Eastern, and on Monday against Rocky Hill, he had 11 points and 10 rebounds. I know this because I have it on my Magic Dryer Eraser board, and the Magic Dryer Eraser board never lies. Anthony Forbes, you are boys nominee number 2 in Week 5. Our final nominee, Spence, you know who it is? Our last guy? You're looking at the board. You cheated. You stole my line, and now you cheated and looked at boys nominee number 3. So good to have this gentleman along. The Platt Panthers have been having a great season. They only won 2 games last year. They're up to 10-6 with a big win on Monday night against Newington. And I got to issue an apology here, correction, whatever you want to call it, before we get to our nominee. You know, in Tuesday's paper, mea culpa, forgot to put the final score of that Newington game in. It was Platt 63, Newington 61. It was a big win for the Panthers. You know, Newington came in at 10-5. Newington was ahead going into the 4th quarter. Panthers came back and won that game, thanks in large part to, boom, Mr. Roemello, Leary. Having a great season, Roemello, as he had 17 on Monday against Newington. He had 17 Friday against Bristol Central, and he had 15 points and 12 rebounds on Thursday against Plainville. 2 wins in their last 3 games for the Panthers. Good to see that. Want to see Coach Shawan Moncrief do well. Want to see Coach Howie Hewitt's Panthers do well. Or Spartans, I'm sorry, Howie. Please don't hold that against me. Because we're looking forward to Game 20, of course, Platt versus Maloney. For now, the 2 boys from those 2 teams are going head-to-head with Adam DiDomenico, Anthony Forbes, and Roemello, Leary. All right, that's it. I'm going to stop now. As you watch this, it's Wednesday. It is 6 o'clock. You can go online now. Polls are open now through Sunday at midnight. You can vote. myrecordjournal.com/sports. Now through midnight. I am Brian Carpenter, sports editor of the Meriden Record Journal. Big thanks to my man Spencer, of course, Shawnee Krofsick, my man Justin G. Weeks, bringing it to you day in, day out, 8 days a week. Be good.